Here we go, you guys. Gaming has become a favorite pastime for a lot of folks, whether it's men, women, girls, boys. There's simply a huge variety of people that love to game, and we could probably cover about 50 reasons why people game. I mean, the obvious answers being that it's fun, it's exciting. I mean, you get to test your skills. I mean, I like just shooting shit. I mean, that's what I do. I get on there and just pow, 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 and just shoot stuff up. And the list goes on. But today we are looking at this from a completely different angle. And that is we, meaning I and my fearless featured gamer today, are talking about 7 reasons that people stop gaming. Huh? What? People stop gaming? Sadly, yes. And that is our theme today, and we're sticking with it. Okay, so what can we say about this dude? He's brutally honest, surprisingly insightful. When it comes to the thinking department, this gamer is both strategic and motivated to win. I think you are going to be pleasantly surprised with this interview. With all that being said, to ask you a question, Anthony. How do you get to be so fly, bro?
I mean, it's just me, man. Like, I'm just naturally being myself. That's just me.
I mean, you know, we can't all be evil Zephyr, man. Where did that Instagram name come from? Where was it born out of?
So it was born due to a video game that I played, which was called Need for Speed Rivals, and it's a 2012 game, Need for Speed Rivals, and the main protagonist as a racer, his name was actually Zephyr.
This is an open manifesto to all street racers. I am not your enemy. I am not a threat. I am your rival. I will make you drive harder. I will give you purpose. The police have called us a network of racers and classified us as an organized criminal enterprise. Until today, this was a lie. Until today, we were not organized, and we were not a coordinated network of outlaws. But today, the lie becomes true.
Within the last hour, multiple news outlets received a video from a source claiming to be Zephyr. He says he is issuing an open challenge to all street racers and law enforcement. In the video, he has posted a map where racers and cops can settle their rivalry once and for all. While law enforcement is billing this as a declaration of war by the racing community, Zephyr claims it is, quote, the ultimate reality show.
Actually, Zephyr. And since during that time, I was actually inspired in the law enforcement. There's a mission called Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. He steals a police car and just uses that car like racing, and that's where the name Zephyr originated from. That's where I got it.
Yeah, I always like to figure out where these names come from because you have like salty boogers and all types of names. And you're like, man, where did this
Yeah.
come from? Like, how did you come up with that? People like, where'd you grow up at?
I grew up in Barcelona, Spain.
You're in the States right now, so what's the big difference between Spain and the U.S. for you?
So, wow, it's actually a huge difference, honestly. Like, a huge difference would be the people over there are way more open-minded. They are more, I guess, erotic when it comes to, like, joking around. So in my opinion, it's super pornographic in Spain based on, like, open-minded, if that makes sense, because I know here in America there's some people who are still conservative, but over there in Spain they're very friendly, very humble, very nice. No racism exists for sure, and it's just, like I said, very open-minded compared to, like,
people often complain that California is way too liberal, and that we just let everything go. We don't care about nothing. So you're saying that Spain is better than us, really?
We just like keeping our Spanish heritage like open. I guess we're just very Spaniard pride-ish, if that makes sense.
Right. When you're not gaming, what can your average follower reasonably assume you're doing?
When I'm not gaming, I'm usually doing like camera footage of like cars, since I'm huge into like the car community, like Stitcher, Target Trophy. So explains my tattoo. Um, yeah, I just like usually do aesthetic videos in the streets with like JDM, like Japanese driving machines, cruising around the street and just get like sceneries with like tricked out cars. That's what I do when I'm not gaming, actually.
For you. Well, I would have thought you were maybe out, partying, clubbing it up. I
That's
mean,
my old life.
is gaming your only passion, or is it one of many things?
I have many passions besides gaming. Gaming is just like I guess one of the main ones, but like my main passion would be like racing, like into the racing community. I love cars so much that I'm into drifting, like Formula Drift, rally racing. Like that's a hobby and sport that I'm trying to do professionally.
On the dating scene, bro, let your followers know who you're dating, who you're engaged to, who you're having random sex with. Like, just tell them what's going on. Like,
I'm single. I haven't had sex with anyone. I'm single right now. If you guys try to holler at me, go ahead, holler at me. I'm lying.
I mean, is gaming taking up all of your time, bro, to the point to where you're not even seeing a certain girl on the side? It's
I
got you
mean,
just busy, or are you just focused right now? Which one is it?
I'm mainly focused right now to like I guess really like get like lots of credibility into like the whole gaming scene, and not only that, since we're like I said, I'm in a professional gaming team, Evil Empire. Check them out.
I know.
So I'm really focused on improving my skills to better my team. You know, so that's what I'm
Nice.
focused on.
So you are willing, basically, is what you're saying, is that you're willing to give up your sex life for your gaming team to make sure that they're happy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, hell yeah, definitely, dude. Bros before hoes, man.
So, are you a console or PC gamer? Which one?
I am actually a mobile gamer. I'm actually using a simple mobile device, an iPhone X. That's what I'm using right now, to be honest.
Have you watched any Twitch streams? I know that right now you're not on Twitch, but have you watched any Twitch streams?
I've seen many Twitch streams, but like they don't really like catch my attention because some of them, like the games that I play, they don't really play those games on Twitch, or
Okay.
maybe because I haven't looked deeply into it. But I'm planning to get back into like the whole Twitch thing, like watching it, maybe even stream. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do.
So do you think that's maybe one of the things that's sort of missing from Twitch?
In my opinion, yes, because people who mainly use Twitch, I've realized that they tend to use like PC or console. It's very rare when I see mobile gaming. So if I do go into Twitch, I want to make mobile gaming pretty big because mobile gaming is actually pretty
Okay,
fun.
let's say mobile gaming was gone. What would you do?
Oh fuck. What would I do? Oh, shit. I mean, I'll probably aspire more when it comes to like my hobbies, like filming sceneries. Maybe focus more on like joining the American military. Uh, becoming a amateur driver, a professional driver for a Formula D, aka Formula Drift. Something to keep me busy that's related to like video gaming itself.
Talking about not having the video game in your sphere of influence, it sort of almost falls on this topic that we're talking about today, which is 7 reasons that people stop gaming. Because I don't think that I'm going to game forever necessarily. I don't think that that's always going to be something that I'm going to do. But there are reasons why people stop gaming. So what did you come up with?
So I came up with obviously 7 reasons. The first reason would be hackers. Long story short, there's a current game that I'm currently playing, which is Call of Duty Mobile. Everyone's trying to prestige to legendary prestige since it's the highest during ranked matches. So the reason why I said hackers because hackers destroy the fun for everyone. Quick example would be, I'm here with my sniper. Out of nowhere, you just see an assault rifle person shooting you from any distance, and it's a one-shot, one kill. And it's obviously that they're hacking because the kill cam is like, it's just like everywhere, you know. So it's they just tend to ruin the fun for everyone, and many people want to quit gaming because of that. Because there's no fun in gaming if hackers are just gonna ruin it for everyone else, you know.
Yeah, I hadn't really considered the idea of a hacker, ruining the experience. But I guess that is one that we got to take a look at. I want to call them jackasses or pleasure hijackers, right?
Yeah.
In my experience, playing video games is extremely stimulating for me. That's why they're so easy, I think, to become addicted to, right? So what they do is they basically short circuit the reward center in the brain, right? You finish the level, bam, nice hit of dopamine for you, right?
Right,
And
right.
but then to have somebody come in and sort of like ruin the experience because you know they want to do things in the game that sort of minimize the gameplay and things of that nature. Yeah, I can see that happening. I can see that being one. All right, what's another one that you thought of?
So the second reason would be waste of time. Many people tend to consider gaming is a waste of time because it does take a lot of time away from your personal time. Let's just say you have to do something like in the street, an errand, but you're so focused on gaming that you forget to do what you need to do, which makes it a waste of time. If that reason makes sense, you know?
No, it makes perfect sense, bro. Perfect sense. Um, 2 hours here, 2 hours there, metric ton of time down the black hole, bro. Where does it
Yeah.
go? Who knows? But not into anything productive. That's for sure. And again, if you're a professional gamer, this is fine. I mean, you're making money off of it. It's something that you're doing professionally. But if you're listening to me and you right now, you most likely aren't. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's like, so yes, you're right. Some people have to put it off. I say this to my own partner. It's like, we spend a lot of time gaming, but there are things that we need to be doing, tasks that we need to be accomplishing, whether it's washing the dishes, whether it's just making your bed, whether it's doing other things that you're responsible for. If those things are falling behind and you're not doing what you got to do, yeah, it's a waste of time. So that
Yes.
I completely agree with. Okay, what's next?
So next is low return on investment. There's many gamers, including me, who tend to invest so much money to get the best in gaming. But if you think about it in a realistic perspective, you don't really get much return, if that makes sense. Like if you're like, even for professional gamers, like some of them, they waste more than $1,000 but yet receive like very low income, and that's coming from a professional's gamer's perspective too. So that's
Man,
why.
you're hitting all the points today, bro. All the points. I can't even begin to tell you how much money I've spent on gaming. I mean, number one, video games are mad expensive. You got your consoles, you got your controllers. You're a mobile gamer, so you got the device itself, whether it's the iPhone X or what's the bigger one, the X Ultimate or something, whatever the hell it's called. You got
Yeah.
one Galaxy, right? These things are like
Yeah.
$1,000. Did you see that new Samsung, the one that folds, bro?
Oh, that is expensive, man.
I know you're gonna get one, bro. Like you got the type of face.
Yeah, I'm planning to get it actually.
That's all that stuff that adds up in the long run, right? Now,
Yeah.
what if you're able to use that money to say buy some type of life-changing book instead, right? Or what would your life look like a year from now or 5 years from now if you're able to take that money and do something with it? And like you said, the return on investment, if you spend out $1,000 but you make $300, like that's not a return on your investment. Like you're not even making even at that point. You're just spending money just to be spending it. So that point I get, bro. Man, you get some good ones. These are heavy hitters, bro. Like
Thank you, man.
you're not really thinking about this shit, weren't you? All right, what's another one?
So the other one would be social isolation. In my opinion, many people who game or they consider themselves hardcore gamers, they tend to isolate themselves due to maybe insecurities that they feel about themselves. I know that right now the whole COVID-19, it's mandatory to do social isolation now, sadly. And then, the third reason would be like many people who have, I guess, like depression, social anxiety. That's why social isolation plays a huge role between gamers too.
And it's like you should become the gamer's pastor almost. It's like you're hitting all the like irrelevant. Like I want you to stop because you started like messing some of my own Kool-Aid, bro. Like you started messing around with stuff that I'm dealing with, right? Right. Social isolation is a big one. I mean, with the explosion of online gaming, now we have the ability to play with, anyone in the entire world, right?
Yeah.
And when it first came out, I was blown away by the possibilities. I mean, I thought it was awesome. I mean, here I am gaming in LA, but I'm talking to someone in London, right?
Oh.
So you're connecting with people all over the world and all over the globe. You're forming teams, you're forming clans. Awesome, right? Well, kind of, because online gaming creates, I guess, the illusion of being social, much like social media does. But there's nothing wrong with playing online. But if you're substituting that for real life interaction, then beep, 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 sound the alarms. Like something should be going off, because if you're just sitting in front of your console, if you're just sitting in front of your PC, if you're just looking at your mobile phone and not interacting with people around you, that's not good.
Right.
Yeah, that's not good. So I completely agree with that, bro. All right. Damn. That's number 4. Like, what else you got to hit us with, bro? Like, what else?
So the other one would be detracts from your goals. An example, for those of you guys who don't know what detracts means, think of it as substitution or subtract. It just takes you away from your real life goals. Because some people, they tend to pursue gaming as a professional career. Some of them will make it, some of them will also bomb. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it will detract you from your real goals. I know it detracted me from my real goals, which would be a professional Formula D driver or a professional mechanic, because I'm doing gaming full time now. So it took me away from my real goal.
All right, what's the next one?
So the next one would be failure to resolve conflict. There's many shit talkers on online gaming. And the reason why they do that is, like, in my opinion, is to vent. But instead of venting, they're just like speaking out of their ass, if that makes sense. So like usually there's a lot of beef going on. My personal experience, I've personally like seen like, oh my god, you fucking suck, like you're such a fucking noob, bro, like get a fucking life, dude, like all these hate speeches and comments. And then I usually tell them, I dare you to say that to my face. It's not the same thing as in real life. Like if you say that kind of shit in real life, they're gonna be like, come on, man, like run that fade or something,
You get a lot of people who say a lot of stuff, bro, online. And I think this is one of the biggest issues I mentioned about, black folks. I can talk about black folks because I've been black for a long time, right? We say, why people are so angry with us. So, why the police always, coming after us a certain way. To some degree, bro, it's true. We have a lot of anger, bro, built up. And how we respond has not always been the most appropriate way to respond. Let's put it like that. We tend to respond with a lot of "I'll smack you," you know what I'm saying, or "shut the fuck up," or you know what I'm saying, like versus like trying to like really resolve issues and resolve conflicts a different way. The way that we have been raised, the way that we come up, a lot of times my mom was always like, I'm gonna whoop y'all behinds. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Versus, go and take some time out to think about what you did and making you come back and sort of express yourself. So the amount of people who talk shit online, it is absurd, and I've heard it amongst my people. Right? Would they say that to your face? Probably not. Right?
No.
I mean, a lot of the really hardcore gamers who talk shit are people who would scuttle away like a hermit crab in the face of a real fight, right?
True, yeah.
Calling somebody a fag, right, on the internet doesn't make you tough. Not to me, right?
Yeah.
For me to say, oh, you a fag, like something must be wrong with you. Okay, call me a fag. Like, you think I care about that? Like, I'm not concerned about that. Like, okay, you think I'm a fag. But it shows a lack of emotional and social intelligence is what it does.
It does.
Try calling the guy who cuts you off, who cuts in line in front of you in the grocery store or at Starbucks a fag. Let's see what you have to say about it, right?
Yeah.
You call him out and say, hey, you gonna call me a fag? Okay, tell you what, would you do that to my face? Of course, on the internet, they're gonna tell you, hell yeah, I would do that to your face, right? But when they actually tell you, it ain't going down. Bro, you came up with some good ones, bro. Like these are good, bro. Like it's like, but you would have took up a psychology class when I asked you to like come up with these things, bro? Like, what were you doing? All right, what's the last one?
The last one. I decided to save this for last because it's so true. Procrastination. We all have to admit, as us gamers, we tend to procrastinate a lot. Where we usually want to, like, as soon as we finish recording a video, we're gonna edit this like today, and then you're like, I'll edit it next time, and then you wake up, you're like, I'm gonna play this game today and record so I could entertain my viewers. And out of nowhere, another plan comes out, and you're like, I'll do it next time, So it's like it's always gonna be next time. But when is that next time really going to come?
Procrastination, they say, is the leech of all hopes and dreams, right? So if you think that it won't catch up with you, it will, right? It's when you play like massive amounts of video games, you can be sure that you're procrastinating on something, things you haven't done, conversations that you haven't had. It all adds up. Over time, that leads to disaster. So some guys, talked to some friends recently, talked to some other gamers that you guys have seen some other episodes who've talked about how they've lost relationships with their girlfriends, how they've lost relationships with their best friends, all procrastinating, playing a game like, yeah, I'll get to it. Somebody asks you to do something as simple as like, hey, could you run to the store? Or could you, could you do this XYZ thing? And you say, yeah, I promise I'll get it done. And 2 hours later, it's not finished. And maybe that person was dependent upon you, to get it done. And because you were caught up in the game, it didn't get done. You're right. Procrastination is a big one, bro. It's a big one. So, yeah, definitely, those are some good reasons, bro, that people stop playing video games. And, of course, there are a lot more. Like, there's a lot more that can be discussed and that can be talked about. We don't have the time right now. But, dude, like, you gave me, like, some heavy ones today. Like, you gotta put together a list and bring me back some more again, bro, because it's like your brain was moving with these, bro. So let's talk a little bit about, this is the point where we start talking a little bit about and take that deep dive, much like they do on Hot Ones. Since we're an Instagram TV series, I was thinking let's deep dive a little bit into your Instagram.
All right.
Some pictures of things that you posted recently and to figure out what was in your headspace or when you posted it, that type of thing. You explain to me what was happening in the picture, okay?
All right.
So let's look at this one right here.
Oh, that one. Okay, so that's actually not a real car. I know it's not a real car. It looks like a real car, but
damn, it looks real.
Yeah, so technically this is from a mobile app called Need for Speed Heat Pro Editor, which takes out the game from the original game, like the car from the original game, Need for Speed Heat, and puts it on the real life world. And that's the car that I made inside the game and decided to put it in the real life world.
Bro, I thought that this is a real picture.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to make it real so people could think that's my car.
I thought that was a real picture of a real car, bro. And I was
That's
like, yeah, I'm going to ask him about this because this car is sweet. Now I'm coming to find out it ain't even
that's
real.
actually my dream car though. It's a Mazda RX-7, my dream car.
What about this one right here, bro? Like, what is this, bro? Like, what was going on with you on this day?
Oh, damn. Okay, so in that photo right there,
I
me
can
and my
I can tell you what I think is happening in this picture, but you tell me what's going on.
so technically, when I was with my ex-girlfriend during that time, she wanted to get a little freaky. So she told me, "Hey, do you want to send me a sexy pic?" And that's the photo I took for her. I was gonna pull it more down, but I was like teasing her. So yeah, that's how it kind of escalated towards
Yeah, I'm
that.
gonna have that was sort of steamy, bro. I mean, you probably got some girls pretty hot on this, and some dudes too. He's probably like everybody's probably like going crazy, like what the hell? All right, what's going on in this one?
Let me see. Oh, that one. So what was going on in that one? It's more because like I started seeing more tone in my arms. I just felt more positive about myself, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna do like that cholo pose, but like flex my muscles at the same time. So that was the creation of like that photo, like that
Okay,
aesthetic posing feel.
all right. So explain the cholo pose. What is that?
Like the cholo pose is like I don't know if you've seen the video like lean down like a cholo, like like that. You just like lean down, you posing like, you kind of flex.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that tone. So I mean, I know my shoulders might look like I got tone, but when you go down a little further, it's nothing but belly, bro. Like I have a beard. All right. So it might look like I'm fit from up here. Nope, it's all falling off, bro. Like it's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. Okay. So
God.
you can hang that one up. All right. So in this last segment of our program today, I've got about 7 would you rather questions for you, so that your followers can learn a little bit more about how you think and about how you process information.
All right,
So
cool.
I'll ask you the would you rather question, and you can answer to the best of your ability. So the
All
first
right.
one is: would you rather live the life of a king with no family or friends, or live like a vagabond with your friends or family?
Definitely live like a vagabond with friends and family because I'm more of a friends and family person. I don't like being alone. So definitely that reason. Just because I don't like being alone and I like being super, super social. Because the more I'm social, the more I could actually show my true side and be like all cheesy. You know what I mean? So that's why I
Right,
picked that.
right. Would you
Yeah.
rather get away with lying every time, or always know that someone is lying every time?
Definitely always know when someone's lying every time because for me, I can't tolerate liars. It's something that I dearly hate. So I would love to know when someone's lying to me. So like that, if I could kind of prevent like the future or what's about to happen, like even in relationships, if somebody lies to you, I could be like, okay, you're lying, it's over. So that's why I would, pick that reason.
All right. Would you rather eat your dead friend or kill your dog and eat it when you are marooned on a lonely island?
Oh shit! God fucking damn it! All right, I would definitely eat. Oh, I know this is gonna sound disgusting for my viewers. Definitely eat my dead friend. I love animals. I can't eat a cute animal, so definitely a dead friend. But they're probably gonna think I'm a cannibal now because I said that shit. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Wow, bro. Rather eat the human than eat the dog.
Yeah.
It's true though. For a lot of people, they would probably rather eat the human before they eat the dog. All right,
Yeah.
here comes the next one at you. All
Let's
right.
see.
Would you rather have $1 billion to your name, or spend $1,000 for each hungry and homeless person?
Definitely spend $1,000 for each hungry and homeless person because we're all human beings in this world. Many people don't tend to consider it like that. And I'm the kind of person that wants everyone in this world healthy. So if I could spread awareness and make everyone healthy, at least by some tiny portions of food, I'll definitely do that.
Would you rather end death due to car accidents or end terrorism?
Oof. I would definitely end terrorism because terrorism tends to cause a lot of wars, and usually these wars are for no reason at all. But if it, like many people take it as a whole political reason, which is more in depth, there's no need for terrorism. So
Yeah.
that's why I would rather stop terrorism to avoid like future conflicts, future wars, and just make the generation more intelligent and more smarter, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes absolute sense. All right, I got two more for you. Would you rather leave your unemployed son homeless or pay for his drug habits and illegal activities just so that he can stay with you?
This is gonna sound fucked up, but I would actually leave my own son homeless to teach him a lesson. To kind of teach him, like, look, you didn't take my parenting skills. This is what happens to you. Now I want you to lift yourself up and change for yourself to better yourself.
Would you rather read minds or accurately predict the future?
If I could predict the future, imagine how many people you could save. Or like you get to time travel for a little second if you get to predict the future, That's why I would do it.
All right. So, man, thank you so much, man, for just being a part of this today, bro, and coming on and allowing me to interview you, bro. And thanks for giving me your time. I really appreciate it. I'm going to tell you guys, man, if there is one intelligent person out there in the world, one gamer that you should be following, that's Evil Zephyr, bro. He has, as you can see, like without me saying anything, this dude is a dude that you want to be following because it's not just about gaming. But some people say, oh, if you game, there's no intelligence. Bro, look at this, bro. Like he's a gamer, but he's also extremely intelligent, and he's got a lot going for him. And I want you guys to go look him up right now. Follow him, subscribe to him, stalk him. Wait outside his house. No, I'm just kidding with y'all. Don't be waiting outside his house. Anyway, thank you for watching Meet the Gamers. I know that you could have watched 100 different programs, but you chose to hang out with us, and with that, I appreciate you. For more information on today's topic, check out my website at www.educatedgamer.com for links to resources, upcoming events, and to show your support. We have more to share in the coming weeks. We're posting an episode every week. So share our show, subscribe to our show, follow our show, or simply stalk our show. Until next time, this is Kai, better known as Educated Gamer.